Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, all of you. Hi, students. Welcome to today's session. So we are going to solve problem on a plate girder. Design of plate girder. So which is one of the important problem in steel structures. Guys, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning, Manideep. Good morning, Praveen. What about others? So let them join. Okay, so here possibly we are going to solve three problems today. So one problem is like design of plate girder without a bearing and intermediate stiffness, and the second problem with a vertical stiffness, third problem with the longitudinal stiffness. Okay, so because even in your examination, so they won't ask you to design the whole plate girder along with the bearing transverse and intermediate stiffness. Okay, so because as solving such a big problem, it's gonna take much time, so that's why they're gonna ask you to design only few part of the plate girder design. Okay, so that's why we are going to solve this problem in three uh, three modules. So one without stiffness and one with the stiffness. Okay, yeah, so let them come, everyone, so by that we can start immediately. Good morning, Praveen. Good morning, Manideep. What about others? So where are they? Is this clear, Praveen? Yeah. Okay, so because it's gonna take time, Amma, so please, Vijay Kumar, yeah, good morning. So where are others? So what else, guys? So yesterday another news where the lockdown was extended till May 17th. Good morning, Srinivas. So lockdown was extended till 17th. So I think see, what I am planning is, I already told you many times. So I'm going to start the strength of materials probably from Wednesday. Okay, so from Wednesday I'm going to start with strength of materials with the basics of engineering mechanics, because engineering mechanics is one of the important area where people can understand better about the strength of materials, because without having a prerequisites of this engineering mechanics knowledge, so there is no point to study the strength of materials, guys. So because it's completely related to physics. Okay, so you should know the mechanism of the materials and mechanism of the forces and all, right? Good morning, John. Vijay Kumar, good morning. Yeah, Tirulur Selvan, yeah, good morning. Ashok sir, sir, good morning, sir. Ashok sir is also in online. Okay, so what else, guys? Sir, good morning. So we'll start in couple of minutes, guys. Uh, okay, so the problem is in front of you. So this problem is completely without a bearing and intermediate stiffness. So we are going to design the plate girder which is having a span of 24 meters of length. Okay, so see, the problem question is very simple. So because they won't give much information to design the plate girder. So it will be just the span and the load. That's it. So based on the load, you should start analyzing the beam. Good morning, sir. So based on the load, you should start analyzing the beam and what is the maximum shear force, what is the maximum bending moment. So based on that, you have to select your elements. Okay, what are the elements in plate girder? Flange is an element, web is also an element, because here nothing you're gonna take from the steel table, right? So the depth of the section, economical depth of the section, width of the flanges, depth of the web, everything you have to design on your own. Okay, so that is how the plate girder design is very crucial. So where it is going to have a real applications in terms of constructing bridges, long span bridges like flyovers, metros and all. Okay, so that's how these plate girders are very, very important for where the load is heavy, and even the span column free structure. For the column free structures also we're going to use these kind of plate girders, right? So Manmada Reddy, yeah, good morning. Good morning, Manmad Reddy. Yeah, so I will start straight away. Okay, so let me read out the question again. So design a welded plate girder. So that means he is asking you to design a plate girder which is to be welded. Okay, welded at flange and the web of span 24 meters to carry superimposed load. So what do you mean superimposed load? So it is not a constant load, it is a superimposed load of 35 kilonewton per meter. So avoid using of bearing and intermediate stiffness. So that means you no need to design any bearing or intermediate stiffness. You have to just design the plate girder. That's it. Okay. So that's how the problem is. So let me write down the given data. So what is the data given? So he given the span as it is an effective span, right? So even though it is not mentioned, the effective span of the beam is given as 24 meters, nothing but 24,000 mm. Okay, and the load is given as UDL load 35 kilonewton per meter. Okay, yeah. So based on this, we need to start analyzing, right? So this is your beam, right? I don't know what is the width and the depth of that, but I know the length. So which is supporting like this, and the span is given as 24 meters, right? And the load is acting as an UDL load with 35 kilonewton per meter. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, so now we need to calculate the maximum shear force and maximum bending moment as the first part. Okay, so let me keep the heading. First one, moment and shear force calculation. So because we need to start analysis first, then design next. Okay, yeah. So now let me calculate the factored load, because the load is given as 35 kilonewton, which is a working load. So we need to calculate the factored load. Okay, so let me calculate the factored load. Factored load, how to calculate? You need to multiply it with 1.5 of the partial safety factor, 35. So which is 52.5 kilonewton per meter, right? So please, you should all of you please revise your design steps. Okay, so along with the external load, you have to even consider the self weight of the plate girder. What is the self weight of the plate girder formula? Self weight W is equal to capital W by 200, isn't it? So what is capital W? Capital W is nothing but the factored load, which should be multiplied with the span length. Okay, so what is the span length? Into 24 by 200. Why? Because your capital W is nothing but small w into L. Okay, 52.5 into 24. So that is your load. So what is the load? 6.3 kilonewton per meter. Okay, so 6.3 kilonewton per meter is the load which is going to be calculated here. And what is the total factored load? Total factored load is equal to 52.5, which is the applied load, and the self weight is 6.3, which is 58.8 kilonewton per meter. Okay, so this is the total factored load which is acting on the beam. So one is due to the self weight of the plate girder, other one is due to the external load, right? So based on that, you are calculating the total factored load as 58.8 kilonewton. Good morning, Anusha. Okay, so this is how the force is calculated. So then after, let me calculate the moment and the shear forces. So what is the first one? Maximum moment. Okay. What is the maximum moment when a beam is a simply supported beam subjected to UDL load? W L square by 8. What is W? What is the total factor load which we got? 58.8 into, what is the span? 24 square by 8. Okay. So 58.8 is the total factor load which we got, including the applied load plus self weight. Okay. Self weight of the plate girder. So what is the moment? 4233.6 kilonewton into meter. Okay. So this is the maximum moment. Okay. Which is a factored moment, I can call it as factored maximum moment. And next one, maximum shear force I need to calculate. So let me calculate the maximum shear force. So what is the maximum shear force formula? V is equal to WL by 2. What is W? 58.8 into 24 by 2. Okay. So what is the value? What is the shear force value, Amma? 58. 1 second. Let me check. Yeah. 705.6 kilonewton. Okay. So this is the maximum shear force which we got, and this is the maximum moment. Okay. Right. So next, what is the next step? Second one. So based on the self weight and the external loads, we have calculated the maximum shear force and maximum bending moment. So next we have to go with the economical depth of web plate. Okay. Economical depth of web plate. Okay. Right. See, in stiffness, in the plate girder, you know two conditions. Ain't two conditions? So let me show you. Yesterday we already discussed. In the plate girder, there are two conditions. So when you are designing the plate girder without any stiffness, your condition is d by tw is less than or equal to 67 epsilon. When the plate girder is designed with the stiffness, your condition is d by tw is greater than 67 epsilon. So what is our problem? Our problem is design the plate girder, avoid using of bearing and intermediate stiffness. Avoid means you no need to design the stiffness for the plate girder. So when there is no need to design the stiffness, what you have to follow? You have to follow this condition, d by tw less than or equal to 67 epsilon. Isn't it? Okay, by considering this condition, so let me write here, if stiffness are not provided, okay, so plate girder is going to become, plate girder is a normal plate girder without any stiffness. So normal plate girder, so what is the condition? K is equal to, because we know K is nothing but d by tw, which is less than or equal to 67 epsilon. Kada? So by that I can write as d by tw is equal to 67. Why? Because epsilon is nothing but 1. 250 by fy, which is 1. So d by tw less than or equal to 67 epsilon and equal code undachu kada? Right? Even it can also be equal. So d by tw can also be equal, which is nothing but k. Okay? So keep them aside. Idi pakkan pettukondi. Okay? See, important amma. So you all should know for the normal plate girder, this condition is to be satisfied. D by TW less than or equal to 67 epsilon undali. Okay, undali ante equal kuda undachu. So D by TW is equal to 67, which is nothing but constant K. Okay, now write down the economical depth formula. What is the economical depth formula, ma? Economical depth of the web. D is equal to mk by fy whole power 1 by 3 కదా, దాన్ని ఎలా రాయొచ్చు మనం? 3 root of m into k by fy అని కూడా రాయొచ్చు కదా. Yes, so we can write even like this. Okay, so this is the economical depth formula, right? So try to, what is the value of fy? Fy yield strength of steel కదా Praveen. Fy is yield strength of steel. Yield strength of steel how much? 250. 250 by 250 is 1 ante. Okay, so that is how you are going to get the epsilon value. Okay, right. So substitute the values to get the economical depth. D is equal to 3 root of, what is m? Moment, maximum moment endama 4233.6 into 10 power 6, because it is in kilonewton into meter. So by that, into 10 power 6 into, what is the value of K? K value is 67. K and a constant, by Fy is 250. Okay, calculate this. You are going to get the economical depth as 1043 mm. See, the depth of the web, it should be minimum 1043 mm, ante almost 1 meter. 1.043 kada. So it is 1 meter of depth undalanamata. Okay, so by that you can write, use దీన్ని almost 1 meter దగ్గరగా ఉంది కదా, you can take it as 1 meter, no issue, because you can't take 1043 mm of length of plate. Okay, instead of that you can go with 1 meter, because almost it is near to 1043 kabatti. Okay, 1 meter ko తీసుకోవచ్చు. Use 1000 mm web plate. So by that, the web plate depth should be 1000 mm. Now we will try to calculate what should be the thickness of the web. Okay, చూడండి మా ప్రాబ్లం నేను చాలా స్లోగా చెప్తున్నాను, నో హరీ బరీ. ఎనీ డౌట్ యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్, ఓకే లైక్ అదర్స్. ఎవరైతే డౌట్స్ అడుగుతున్నారో ఆ విధంగా మీరు కూడా డౌట్స్ అడగచ్చు, రైట్? సి, ఫస్ట్ వీ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద మ్యాక్సిమం బెండింగ్ మూమెంట్ అండ్ షియర్ ఫోర్స్. నెక్స్ట్ వీఆర్ క్యాలిక్యులేటింగ్ ద ఎకనామికల్ డెప్త్ ఆఫ్ ద వెబ్ ప్లేట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద కండిషన్? So without any stiffness, your condition is D by TW less than or equal to 67 epsilon. So by that you can write as D by TW equal to 67. So nothing but constant K. So this about this we already discussed in the previous class, right? So what is the economical depth formula? D is equal to 3 root of m into K by Fy. From that we calculate the depth of the web, so which we got around 1 meter. Okay, so use 1 meter web plate, and now let me calculate the thickness of the web. Okay, right. So how to write the thickness of the web? It chudandi, K is equal to D by TW. Avuna? Right. So TW em rayachu 1000 by K and rayachu. Avuna? Why? Because your depth is 1000. TW is equal to 1000 by, what is the value of K? 67, isn't it? So now TW is should be greater than or equal to 14.92. Avuna? Isn't it? So why? Because we know this condition, D by TW greater than or equal to 67 epsilon, which is equal to K. Idi marchipodandi. Okay, with that only I have solved this, right? So 14.92 kanna thickness of the web takku undakodu. By that I can take it as 16 mm. Why? Because 15 mm plate availability undadu. So next to 14.92 you should go with the 16 mm. By that, select thickness of web TW is equal to 16 mm. So now can you tell me what is the web plate dimension? Web plate dimension is equal to 1 meter by 16 mm. Okay, so that's it. So this is what which we finally got the dimension of the web. Clear? అందరికి అర్థమవుతుందా? ఓకే అనుష, screen is shaking. So now is it clear? Okay, let me write slowly so by that it won't get disturbed. So as this condition with knowing the depth 1 meter, so TW is equal to 1000 by K. So from where you calculate the thickness of the web as 16 mm. Okay, so let me fix it properly. Okay, right. So this is how the thickness of the web is going to be calculated. So now with this second point, we have calculated the thickness of the web and we calculated the depth of the web also, right? Clear? Okay. So now let me start with the selection of flange. So now the dimension of the web are already calculated. So now calculate the flange. Okay. 1 second. John. ఇదిగో ఇప్పుడు షేక్ అవ్వట్లేదుగా. Okay, now okay, I will take care of that. Okay, right. So now selection of flange. Go with the third step. Selection of flange. Okay, right. So now for selecting the flange, so as we know in beams, I mean anywhere in beams or plate girder, whatever it is, flanges are going to carry the moment, isn't it? So by that webs will carry the shear. So web అనేది shear కి డిజైన్ చేస్తాం, flanges అనేవి moment కి డిజైన్ చేస్తాం. By that for selection of flange, what I do is I will neglect the moment capacity of the web area of the flange which is going to be required. Okay, so now what I do is I am going to neglect the moment capacity of the web. So why? Because web will carry only the shear force, it won't carry any moment. So in that way what I write is I will neglect the moment which is carrying by the web, right? Neglecting the moment capacity of web. Okay, so then area of the flange required is equal to, how to calculate the area of the flange? So the area of the flange required based on the moment. Antena? So because flanges are going to carry the moment, by that what is the minimum area of the flange required to carry the moment is, so you can write like this, area of the flange into yield strength of steel into depth by 1.1 should always be greater than or equal to m. So this is important formula. So through this only you are going to calculate the selection of flange. Okay, so here nothing we are doing, we are just equating the moments. Okay, so this is the moment should be carried by the flange. This moment of the flange should always be greater than or equal to moment applied on the flange. Okay, so what is this? మీరు యూనిట్స్ కూడా కంపేర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఏరియా mm square, right? Newton per mm square mm. So what is the value? Newton into mm, which should be greater than or equal to Newton into mm. Okay, so this is how we are going to check the things. Now substitute all the values. What is the area of the flange? I don't know. What is yield strength of steel? 250. What is the depth of the web? 1000 by 1.1. Greater than or equal to ante equal unna parledu. So what is the moment which we got? The maximum moment 4233.6 into 10 power 6. So from this let me calculate what is the area of the flange required. Area of the flange required is 18,628 mm square. So this is the area of the flange required. Okay, so based on the moment. So from this required area of the flange, now I will calculate what should be the width of the flange and what should be the thickness of the flange. Okay, right. So for that what I will do is I will take this beam as a plastic category. Okay, to keep the flange in plastic category. అంటే I don't know your beam falling under which category, but I will assume first as a plastic category. Okay, I will assume this. Assume to keep the flange in plastic category. Can you tell me, when you assume your beam under plastic category, for plate girders, what is your plastic category condition? Please all of you go through table number 2. Code book lo table number 2 vellandamma. Yeah. See, all of you code limiting width to thickness ratio. In that, the first one is hot rolled section. The second one is welded section. For the welded section, so because our plate girder is a welded section, B by TF should be less than 8.4 epsilon to get a plastic section. Should be less than 9.4 epsilon for compact. Should be less than 13.6 epsilon for semi-compact. Avuna? So for welded section, when I assumed it as a plastic, what is your condition? B by TF should be less than or equal to 8.4 epsilon. Okay. From here, I am going to get the B by TF condition. Okay. So let me write this here. So from table number 2, page number 18. Okay. So what is the condition? B by TF should always be less than or equal to 8.4 epsilon undalanta. Okay. B ante width of the flange. This is the condition, isn't it? So based on this condition, I will try to write down here BF by 2TF less than or equal to 8.4 epsilon. Sir, ఇందాక B by TF అని రాశారు కదా, ఇక్కడ ఏంటి B by 2TF అని రాశారు? Why? Because మీరు ఆలోచించండి, when I am designing the flangesని డిజైన్ చేసేటప్పుడు, so this is flange and this is web and this is flange, right? See, when I am designing the flange, I am designing, okay, I am not checking with the condition, I am designing. So this is your thickness of the flange. This is your thickness of the flange. Okay, right? This is your width of the flange. Isn't it? Right? See, whatever the area I got, this area should be minimum of 18,628 mm square. Area of the flange is 18,628 mm square is nothing but what? This area is nothing but what? This area is nothing but 2 times of BF, BF plus 2 times of TF. Avuna? Clear? Isn't it? Idena? So because width of the flange and 2 thicknesses. So this area should be 18,628, isn't it? So this is how I need to conclude. So whatever the area minimum required, which I got as 18,628, that is equivalent to width of the flange plus 2 times of the thicknesses. So upper 2 times of the thickness kada nenu consider cheyali, which is to be less than or equal to 8.4 epsilon. Okay. From this condition, I can write BF is equal to 8.4 into 2 times of TF. So BF is equal to 16.8 times of TF. Okay. So this is the second equation. Okay. What is the first equation? So first equation is nothing but area. Okay. So you can consider area as 1. So what I do is I will equate 1 and 2. Okay. 1 is nothing but area. Second is nothing but this. Okay. Equating 1 and 2. Okay. What is 1? AF is equal to BF. AF nala equate chestanamma. AF should be written as BF into TF and raichu is equal to BF. Okay. So what is this BF into TF? BF into TF is nothing but what? area. What is the area of the flange which we got? 18,628 mm square. Okay. So now you can write here as like, AF is equal to BF. So you're equating these two. So you can write here, how can you write BF? BF into TF is equal to, what is BF? 16.8 times of TF, isn't it? So you can write TF 16.8 TF square is equal to 18,628. Right, Cha? Right? So now what is the value of TF? TF is equal to 33.3 mm. So why? Because your AF is nothing but, value of AF is how much? 18,628. AF can be written as BF into TF, right? Okay, into TF. So how can you write BF? BF can be written as 18,628 by TF. Okay, so equating these two BFs, this BF and this BF, రెండింటిని equate చేస్తే you can get the TF value, right? So equating this equation and this equation, right? So got it? So that is how you are going to get the thickness of the flange. So the thickness of the flange is 33.3, where it is going to be rounded as 40 mm, right? And then clear? So now select 40 mm plate. So then what will be the width of the flange? Width of plate required. So width of the plate required is equal to, so I know the total area of the member 18,628, and the thickness of the flange is 40 mm. 465.7 is the width of the flange. It can be taken as 480 mm. So why? Because as I know, AF is equal to BF into TF. So BF can be written as AF by TF and right. Okay. Clear? Right? So now tell me, what is the dimension of flange? Provide dimension of flange plate as 480 mm by 40 mm. Clear? So this is how you are going to select the flange dimensions. Okay, so malli meeku chupistanu, don't get confused. So in the third step, we are going to select the flange. Neglecting the moment capacity of the web, we are going to equating the required moment is equal to applied bending moment. So from that you are going to get the minimum area of the flange. So this is the area of the flange required. Okay, so by assuming your flange falls under the plastic category, so this is the condition was there in the table number 2, page number 18. Okay, so where BF by TF is less than or equal to 87 epsilon in plastic category for plate girder. Plate girder ante welded section. Okay, so right now this is going to taken as B by 2 TF అని తీసుకుంటున్నాను. ఎందుకు B by 2 TF? Why? Because so width of the flange, because the area which I am providing is nothing but summation of the thicknesses into BF. అందువల్ల ఇక్కడ రెండు thicknesses flanges ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, ఒకటి కాదు. సో బై దట్ B by TF should be equal to 8.4 epsilon. From that BF can be written as 8.4 into 2 TF. BF is equal to 16.8 times of TF అని రాస్తాం. This is equation 2. Equating area of the first equation with this, ఏరియాని ఎలా రాయొచ్చు? BF into TF అని రాయొచ్చు. BFని ఎలా రాయొచ్చు? ఏరియా బై TF అని రాయొచ్చు. ఈ BFని ఈ BFని ఈ రెండింటిని ఈక్వేట్ చేస్తాను. సో when you are equating these two, so you are going to get like this. Okay, so which is 33.3 mm as your thickness of the flange. Understood, right? So after getting the thickness of the flange, As I know area is equal to BF into TF, BF can be written as area by TF. Area is 18,628 and the thickness of the flange I got as 40 mm. So the width of the flange is 480 mm. Okay. So the dimension of the flange plate is 480 mm by 40 mm. So this is the final dimension of the plate girder. Clear? So now let me draw the diagram of the plate girder. We not yet designed. We just calculated what is the dimension of the plate girder. After calculating the dimension of the plate girder, we have to design the plate girder for moment, shear, web buckling, web crippling. This all web bearing strength. Ivanni mana design cheyali. Okay. So now let me draw the diagram of the plate girder with the dimensions. Okay. So this is the plate girder. The width of plate girder is 480 mm. Thickness which I got is 40 mm. Web 1 meter. Thickness 16 mm. Okay. So this is how we got the dimension of the plate girder, right? Clear andarki, right? So this is the dimension of the plate girder which we got from the condition. Okay. So now we have to design the plate girder for different checks. Okay. So let me start the design of the plate girder now with the first one. Fourth one category lo rastam. What is the first? We will check for the moment. Check for the moment capacity of the plate girder. Check for the moment capacity of plate girder. Okay. Right. So now, since it is assumed that only flanges resist the moment kabatti, so now let me check what is D by TW ratio. What is D? D is nothing but your condition. So you have to check whether it is falling under plastica, compactor, semi-compactor, because you assumed it as a plastic, but let me check now in what it is going to fall under. Okay. So it is not B by TW, sorry. BF by TF. Check cheddam. BF by TF. What is BF? BS nothing but width of the flange. What is the width of the flange? 480. By what is the thickness of the flange? 40. 480 by 40 how much? 12. 12 is less than 13.6 epsilon. చూడండి condition. అందరూ table number 2 open చేసి చూడండి. See, as I assumed section as a plastic section, then after I started designing the dimensions and I got the flange width as 480 and the thickness as 40. Now check your limiting width to thickness ratio for the welded section B by TF. B by TF value ఎంత వచ్చిందమ్మా నాకు? I got 12. 12 is less than 8.4? No. 12 is less than 9.4? No. But 12 is less than 13.6 epsilon. When 12 is less than 13.6 epsilon, in which class it is falling under? It is falling under semi-compact section. Ardhamavutunda? I assumed it as a plastic, but as per the dimension, it is falling under semi-compact section. Why? Because your 12 is less than 13.6 epsilon. Okay. So now you should write it as plate girder is falling under semi-compact section. Okay. So very, very important. So where your section is falling under semi-compact section. So as it is falling under semi-compact section, how to calculate the moment? Your design moment formula is MD is equal to ZE into Fy by gamma m0. That's it. So this is the moment formula when it is falling under semi-compact section. When it is not falling under semi-compact section, then what will be the formula? Formula will be different. From where you are going to get this formula? This formula you are going to get from clause 8.2.1.2, okay, for the semi-compact section, right? So now here I need to calculate the section elastic section modulus. I need to calculate the yield stress and partial safety factor. Let me calculate ZE. What do you mean Z? Elastic section modulus is equal to Ixx by Y max. Avuna? Okay. For calculating section modulus, first I need to calculate the moment of inertia. So let me calculate the moment of inertia here. Ixx is equal to, so all of you should know how to calculate the moment of inertia. So let me calculate moment of inertia of this plate girder. This plate girder yokka moment of inertia calculate cheyandamma anta. How you will get? 2 times of, how many flanges you have? You are having 2 flanges. 2 times of BD 480 into BD cube by 12 plus on a area 480 into 40 into depth of, as your plate girder is symmetrical about x-axis, symmetrical about y-axis, the y distance is centroid of the neutral axis to centroid of the plate. So what is the distance from the centroid of your plate girder to centroid of your plate? This distance entamma? 500 plus 40 by 2. And the 520. This is to the center. And what is this distance? 540. What is this 540? 540 is nothing but what? Everyone cheptara? 540 is nothing but Y max. Maximum distance from the neutral axis to the outmost fiber. This is 540. This is Y max is equal to 540 mm. But to the centroid of the plate is 520. Okay. So here 520 square. And then I plus A into Y square. Y is nothing but centroid from the neutral axis to the centroid of the plate. Right? Okay. So now plus, what is the other one? You are having the web. Okay. So as you are taking, since flanges will resist the moment only, you can take the moment, you can take the moment of inertia of the flanges alone also you can take. Okay. Or else you can calculate the, what is the moment of inertia of the web? B. What is B? 16 into 1000 cube by 12 plus 16 into 1000 into, what is the depth of this web from the neutral axis? Depth of web is 500. From the neutral axis, it is matching at the same level. Kada? Depth of web is 500. Neutral axis is also at 500. Then the distance is 0. 500 minus 500 square. And calculate this. You are going to get the value of 11,802.56 into 10 power 6 mm power 4. So this is the moment of inertia of your plate girder. Okay. So you can calculate in your house and you can also check the values. Okay. So ikkada, when you are calculating this value, you can neglect the web. Web ni meeru neglect cheyochu. Enduku? As the flanges only will carry the moment. Okay. Web won't carry the moment kabatti web can be neglected. Web can be neglected. Why web you are neglecting? Why? Because web will carry only the shear force. Moment will be carried by the only flanges kabatti. You can neglect the web and you can calculate the moment of inertia. Okay. So after getting the moment of inertia, calculate your section modulus. So what is the value of section modulus? ZE is equal to Ixx by Y maximum. Okay. So what is Ixx? 11,802.56 into 10 power 6 by, what is Y max? 540. Section modulus is 20.745 into 10 power 6 mm cube. So this is the elastic section modulus which I got from the value. Okay. Right. So now let me calculate the bending strength. Design bending strength of the plate girder. MD is equal to ZD into Fy by gamma m naught. What is ZE? 20.745 into 10 power 6 into what is your value of Fy? 250 by 1.1. Okay, your value is 4714.77 kilonewton into meter. Okay, so 4714.77 kilonewton meter is your bending strength, which is greater than bending moment. What is your value of bending moment? Entama bending moment value? How much we got? The bending moment value which we got is 4233.6, isn't it? So you can check also here. The bending moment which we got is here it was. So this is the bending moment. What is the bending moment value which we got? 4233.6 kilonewton into meter. So what is the bending strength which we got? 4714, which is greater than 4233.6 kilonewton into meter. So your beam is safe under bending. Clear? Andarku ardhamainda? So this is how you have to design your beam under bending. Right? Next. So what next thing I have to check? Shear resistance of the web. So fifth one, shear resistance of web. What is the shear strength formula, amma? So from where you will get the shear strength formula? So from the code in page number, what is the page number? You can go through the page number also. Yeah, from page number 59. From page number 59, clause 8.4.1. Okay, from here you can get the shear strength formula. What is the shear strength formula? Vd is equal to AV into Fyw by root 3 into gamma. What is gamma? M naught. Okay. So this is the shear strength of the plate girder, right? So let me calculate. What is AV? Ikkada random. AV is equal to, for the welded section, what is AV? Under code chundi. I will show you the code also in page number 59. So this is the shear strength formula for the welded member. Your AV value, area of the shear, is D into TW. Okay, so the shear area is D into TW. So shear area is D into TW. D into TW into Fyw by root 3 into gamma m naught. What is D, amma? D entamandi? 1 meter. What is thickness of the web? 16 mm. What is yield strength of the web? 250. Root 3 into 1.1. Calculate the value. 2099.455 into 10 power 3 kilonewton. So this is your Vd value. So your Vd value should be greater than what? Should be greater than the maximum shear force. What is the maximum shear force which you got? The maximum shear force which you got is 705.6 kilonewton, isn't it? So this is the maximum shear force. So what is the shear strength of the plate girder? 2099, which is greater than 705.6 kilonewton. So your plate girder is safe under shear also. Okay, so this is how you have to check the bending strength and the shear strength. Clear? ikkada varaku evarkana doubts unnaya? Please, anyone? Do anyone have any doubts till this point? ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా ఇక్కడ వరకు? ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. సో టిల్ 5 పాయింట్స్ మనం డిజైన్ చేసాం. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్? ఫస్ట్ వన్ వీ హ్యావ్ క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ ద షియర్ ఫోర్స్ and bending moment. Second point, we have calculated the economical depth of the web. Third one, we have calculated the dimensions of the flange. Fourth one, we have calculated the design bending strength of the plate girder. Fifth one, what is the shear strength of the plate girder? That's it. So these are the 5 points we have calculated. Okay, ikkada varaku emana doubts unnaya cheppandi. So next I will start with the few more things. We have to check your plate girder for end bearing, nothing but web crippling. We have to design, we have to do the connection check also. Connection design kuda check cheyali. Okay, these two we will do now. ikkada varaku evarikana doubts unnaya? Please respond. Anusha, Amir, Sandeep, Sai Krishna, Vinay, Praveen, anyone. Till this point, do you have any doubts? No doubts? So see, I'm changing my mobile. Okay, so please stay back. Andaru okkasari oka 5 minutes wait cheyandamma. I'm changing my mobile to the other one. Okay, so you can join again, right? So any doubts, you can just comment me. So give me 1 minute. Just I'm going to change my mobile. Okay.